we started with chapter 2, that is capital of a company, right? So in this chapter, we understood what is share capital and then features of share capital. So that is what we finished yesterday. So let us continue from there. Okay, so features of share capital we finished. Types of share capital. Okay, so in types of share capital, let us see one by one. Now, keeping the same example as yesterday, if you remember the example, I told each of the shareholders will give 2 rupees, so that 10 rupees is being given to the company by 5 people, right? So that was the example. Now, keeping the same example, let us understand the types of share capital that can be issued by the company. Even with whatever they issue, what are the types of share capital that we will be able to see in the balance sheet? Fine. So all of these types of share capital must be present in the balance sheet. Separately, they have to mention what are the types of share capital that the company has. Fine. So let us first start with the authorized capital. Now, authorized capital is the maximum amount that the company can collect, which means if you remember the MOA and AOA, when we learned MOA and AOA, now in that MOA and AOA, we will have the capital clause. In both MOA and AOA, we will have the capital clause. Now, in this capital clause, we have to mention, especially in MOA, we have to mention what is the maximum amount of money that we will be collecting from the shareholder. Okay, suppose if a company, so in a company, let's say we will take it in this same amount only. Okay, now this company can raise 100 rupees. What was our company? ABC Limited. Okay, so ABC Limited can raise totally 100 rupees. Okay, now throughout the life of the company, ABC Limited can only raise 100 rupees. Okay, now what will ABC company do is, in the starting, they need not require complete 100 rupees. They would require only 10 rupees. Okay, so out of 100, they are going to issue, or they are going to raise from people. They are going to collect only 10 rupees from the people. Okay, so that is, this part is issued capital and this is authorized capital. 100 rupees is the authorized capital. Out of 100 rupees, that is the maximum amount the company can raise throughout its life. Another simple example we will take. Okay, let's say the maximum amount that you can get as pocket money in all your college days together, maximum amount that you can get, if we keep as some limit, let's say you may get 2000 rupees maximum. That is the highest limit that you can get. Okay, but now suddenly you require something, you ask money with your parents, they'll give you 100, they'll give you 500 rupees, right? So this is the authorized capital. The maximum amount they can give you at any point of time, they can give you only 2000 rupees, not more than that. But suddenly for emergency, if you require, they will only give you 100 or 500 rupees. That will be issued capital. Are you all able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So where will this authorized capital be mentioned? It will be mentioned in the MOA. Okay, it will be clearly mentioned in the MOA. So in MOA, they will say this is the authorized capital and we are supposed to issue so much in the lifetime of the company. Fine. Uh, I think we have seen the authorized capital in the um, MOA that we saw of Infosys. Okay, let's just go back and check that. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so this authorized capital of Infosys is 2,400 crore only. Why such huge amount? Because it is not for 1 year or 2 year. They are checking out for a very, very long term. Okay, so you can check the authorized capital of Tata. Tata is now already more than 100 years. ITC, Deloitte, big companies. These are very, very big companies. Now they will have authorized share capital of higher amount only. Okay, now this 2,400 crore rupees, how are they issuing it? See the next line carefully. How are they issuing it? It is divided into 480 crore equity shares of 5 rupees each. Now, if you see 480 crore equity shares. So, in the lifetime of Infosys, Infosys can issue 480 crore equity shares with the face value of 5 rupees each. Understood? Face value of 5 rupees. 5 rupees is the face value that has been written in the books. With power to increase and reduce the capital of the company and to divide the shares in the capital for the time being into several classes and attach thereto respectively, such as preferential, deferred, qualified or special rights, privileges or conditions as may be determined by in accordance with articles of association of the company for the time being, and to vary, modify or abrogate any such rights, privileges or conditions in such manner as may be permitted by Companies Act or by articles of association of the company for time being. Now, why they have given such big paragraph? I'm sure you did not understand anything out of that. So let me break it down for you. We will understand it together. So the total authorized share capital of the company is 2,400 crores, wherein that can be issued in the form of equity shares of 480 crore with the face value of 5 rupees. And you can either increase or decrease this share capital by doing amendments to the MOA or AOA. Firstly, MOA, if you want to do any changes, the procedure is very difficult because MOA is the ultimate document which has to be carefully read and understood. Okay, and while drafting also it has to be carefully drafted, because 100 times you cannot change the MOA. The procedure usually goes by getting permission from ROC, SEBI, Supreme Court, central government. So there are too many people that has to be involved. So that is the major reason they will avoid changing MOA, and they will put extra amount. They always make the extra provisions in the MOA. Okay, now here this authorized share capital also, if they want to increase or reduce the capital, that is one scenario. Okay, increase or reduce the capital is one condition, or divide the capital. Now what is this division of capital? It is nothing but giving bonus shares or share split. Okay, yesterday we learnt about bonus shares. Now here the face value is 5 rupees, right? Let's say for example, all the 5 of you have 100 shares of Infosys. Okay, all the 5 of you have 100 shares of Infosys. Now what is that? Okay, what is that which is going to happen is, with this 100 shares, you would have bought it at 5 rupees face value. Okay, you would have bought it at 5 rupees face value. But let us check the market value. Okay, so the market value of Infosys today is One second, I'll say you what is the okay. The market value of Infosys today, now as on 9:16 a.m. is 1106.60. This is the value of one share in the National Stock Exchange NSE as on 9:16 a.m. You would have bought share at 5 rupees. So how much you would have spent? You would have spent 500 rupees, right? You would have spent only 500 rupees when you have bought the shares. But see the market value now, 1161, sorry, 1106.60. So that is the market value. Okay, so see the difference of 5 rupees and see the market value. So that is why whenever they give you bonus shares, now you would have bought 100 shares, or each of you have bought 100 shares. Now Infosys company, for example, let's say for example, they are giving bonus shares for everyone, and let's say they're adding another 10 shares to your actual share amount. So now you have 110 shares with you. Now 110 shares in the market value into 1106.60, that will be the total amount. So you are supposed to be very careful to understand that bonus shares are actually a bonus whenever they give you, or you can have a share split. Share split is also a similar concept, but here they will split each of the share into 2 or 3 parts. Okay, we will learn share split a little later because the concept is very elaborate. Okay, just understand that one share, let's say a share of 100 rupees is split into 2 parts. Let's say they are 40 rupees one share, 60 rupees one share, like that they are trying to split the share. Fine. So authorized share capital is given. Any increase or decrease of capital we should check with the AOA. And if you want to divide the capital, then also you have to make sure AOA has the provision. Now here only the outline of the rules will be given, but AOA will have detailed rules of the company. And if at all you want to give any special rights to the shareholder. Now all the 5 of you who are part of the company, let's say I give you some special rights. Okay, special rights being you will be getting more dividend, or let's say you will be getting more services from the company. Okay, if I give some special rights like that, that special rights also should be defined in the AOA. Everything has to be defined in articles of association, without which if you happen to do anything extra, then you can be fined, or the company can be fined under Companies Act, where they can take the company to the court. Now court for companies are not your Supreme Court and High Court and all that. They are also involved, but the major court where all such cases will be dealt is called NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal. Okay, here there are again 2 stages. One is NCLT, one more is NCALT. Okay, something like High Court and Supreme Court how we have. Similarly, for all the company related cases, they'll have to go to this court. Now why this division is done? This division is done because only Supreme Court and High Court cannot deal with all types of cases. Now Supreme Court, High Court deals with maximum variety of cases, right? They deal with civil cases, criminal cases. Okay, few of the family court cases also, the end might go to the Supreme Court. And even education related cases, lot of things they will be doing. So they cannot sit and solve the problems of every company also. It will be too much of a burden. So that is why there is a separate court called NCLT and NCLAT, who will be dealing with the company law or any cases relating to the company. Okay, so that is your authorized capital. So I hope you all understood authorized capital. Now, uh, let's read this last line. This is very, very important. The authorized capital increased from 1200 crore to 2400 crore by resolution of the shareholders passed in August 2018. So before, the authorized capital was 1200 crore. Okay, and now they have doubled it. Doubling is 2400 crore. Now Infosys would have gone through all the procedures to get permissions from court, central government, ROC, everybody. Firstly with shareholders. Firstly they'll get start from shareholders and get everybody's permission, and then only they can change this authorized share capital in MOA. So they have done this in 2018. Okay, so overall the maximum amount that Infosys can raise now is 2400 crore rupees. Out of 2400 crore, if the company has raised, let's say for example 10 crore rupees, 10 crore rupees, they are saying, okay, I am issuing shares, please come and buy my shares. So all of us will go and buy Infosys shares. Now they will have 10 crore rupees with the company. This 10 crore rupees, whatever we have bought, or all together shares, what the company is having 10 crore, this is called as issued capital. Okay, this is called as issued capital. Now let us see the next one. Unissued capital. Now unissued capital is nothing but, I told, out of 2400 crore, out of 2400 crore, 10 crores is being collected from people. Okay, now remaining, apart from that, whatever is remaining with the company, so 2400 crore minus 10 crore is 2390 crores. Now this 2390 crores is the unissued capital. You have not issued that capital and you are keeping it aside. Fine. So that is, this is authorized capital, this is issued capital, this is unissued capital. Any doubts until here?
No, ma'am. No doubts.
Okay. Now next, we will go to subscribed and unsubscribed capital. Now subscribed capital, let us understand. Out of 2400 crores, 10 crores worth shares was issued. Correct? Now for subscribed and unsubscribed, we do not want 2400 count. Okay, what is important is only 10 crore count. Now in this 10 crore count, let us understand. Okay, company has decided to issue 10 crore worth shares. Now 10 crore worth shares will be issued, but how many of them will buy the shares? I will open a sweet shop. Diwali is coming. We'll open a sweet shop. We have some, let's say 15 variety of sweets. Okay, 15 variety of sweets. We have prepared all 15 variety of sweets and we are ready for sale. Okay, now how many people will come and buy the sweets? Few people. Whoever knows the shop, whoever likes our sweets, or some random person who wants to buy sweet for Diwali, they will come and buy. Correct? Now I cannot guarantee and say all the 15 variety of sweets everybody will buy. It's not possible. Few will like 2-3 varieties of sweets, three will like, few of them will like the other 3 variety of sweets. Okay, or I may get a bulk order and I may give the sweets, right? So out of 15 variety of sweets that I have prepared in the sweet shop, let's say 10 variety of sweets is sold out Completely sold out. There is not even one piece of sweet that is left. Okay. So that 10 variety of sweets which are sold out will become subscribed capital. Okay. Now, apart from 10, there are other 5 sweets where people did not buy at all. They did not, nobody liked that sweet. That area people don't prefer that sweet. They did not buy that at all. Okay. So that 5 variety of sweets was not sold. It was there as it is. How much ever I had prepared, it was left over. This 5 is unsubscribed capital. Now let us understand this in the company's point of view. Out of 10 crore that is being issued, okay, let us say people have bought shares. Now this 10 crore shares, let us understand with shares, each share example. I think that will help you understand it better. Now 10 crores means, let's say each share is 1000 rupees. Okay, each share is 1000 rupees. So we will have, one second. Yeah. 10 lakhs, crores. Yeah, 10 crores. So I'm going to issue 1 lakh shares. I'm going to issue 1 lakh shares of 1000 rupees each. Now, out of 1 lakh shares, let's say 5 of you have bought 100 shares each. 5 of you have bought 100 shares each. So how many shares has gone? 500 shares are gone. 500 shares are sold. Now, after this, from BCom class, another 10 people will come and they will buy 100 shares each. 5 people, 100 shares, 500 shares are over. Another 10 people will come, 100 shares each they will buy. So 1000 shares are over. Okay. Again, another 5 people will come and they will buy 100 shares and another 500 will get sold out. Fine. So now how many shares have been sold? 2000 shares are being sold. It's like a normal product sales. 2000 shares are sold. Now, when they sell shares, the company will get money. So that money for this 2000 shares, each share being 1000 rupees. So how many zeros will get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which means we are getting 20 lakh rupees. Out of 10 crore, 20 lakh rupees company is getting. How is the 20 lakh rupees the company is getting? Company is selling 2000 shares of 1000 rupees each. So company is getting 20 lakh rupees. Now, this 20 lakh rupees is called as subscribed capital, and remaining apart from 20 lakh, whatever is remaining, what will be remaining? 98 lakhs. Oh, yeah. Somewhere around, no. 9 lakh, no, 9 crore 80 lakhs will be remaining. Sorry. 9 crore 80 lakhs will be remaining, right? So that will be unsubscribed. Whatever is left out is unsubscribed. The stock, whatever is there. Okay. So this is subscribed capital, unsubscribed capital. It is very important to have the count of these subscribed and unsubscribed, because you have to know next time how much shares are you supposed to issue to the public so that you will get enough money? So did you understand subscribed and unsubscribed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
good. So let's move on further. So we saw authorized capital, issued capital, unissued capital, subscribed, unsubscribed. Now after that, we will go for the next variety. Now out of 20 lakhs that was being subscribed, now out of what was the total amount? 10 crore, 20 lakhs were being subscribed. People bought 20 lakh shares. Now when they buy the shares, that is called as subscription. Like how you have subscription for your Netflix, Amazon Prime. How do you have subscription? You pay the amount. You say, okay, I want to watch this for 1 year. Okay, so that is subscription. Similarly, shares also. So I'm gonna give you money, give me shares. After some point of time, you will have to pay me some money because I'm giving you my money. Okay, but in Amazon and Netflix, because you're paying the amount, you're getting the service. You are able to watch movies, TV series, music. You're able to buy products from their website. Okay, you're receiving a service there. Similarly, here also, now out of 20 lakhs that is being subscribed, there is a procedure for this. Now what is that procedure? Firstly, it is called as application. Okay, application. After that, you will have allotment. Then you will have call. Okay, in this call, you can have 1, 2, 3 and final call. So these are the major amount, or these are the major uh, ways there where you will be, or steps where you will be raising the money. Okay, now here out of 20 lakhs that people have bought, this will become called up capital. I have called for people are coming and buying my shares, but how much will they pay in the starting? Let out of 1,000 rupees, each share is 1,000 rupees, right? So you need not pay 1,000 rupees and buy the share. You can pay 10 rupees for application. That's enough. 10 rupees for application you can pay, and you can take the share application. Okay, now once I receive all the applications, I will sit and check. Okay, I have to give share for this person, this person, this person, this person, like this I will decide. And then I will do the allotment of share. Okay, I will do the allotment of share. Say for example, A has applied for 100 shares, B has applied for 200 shares, C has applied for 500 shares, D for 800, and E for 1,200 shares. Okay, they have applied for so many shares. Now I will check, okay, now whom should I give the share completely? First, I will start with A. First application is given by A. I will start with A. I will give full 100 shares. Then I'll go to B. I'll give 200 shares. I have shares with me, no problem. Next, I'll go to C. I'll give full 500 shares. Okay. Then I'll go to D. Here I will check how much is the balance with me. Okay. I'll check how much is the balance remaining. If I have enough shares, I will give. Let's say, suppose I have shortage of shares here. I'm not able to issue 1,200, but I can only issue 800 shares for E. Okay. In that case, I will only allot 800 shares for E. I will not give 1,200 shares. Okay. So that is allotment. Then once I allot the shares, these people A, B, C, D, E will come back and pay me some more money, next installment. After 10 rupees, now let's say they are paying me 500 rupees. The next installment type, they're coming and paying. Okay. Now I will collect all 500 rupees for all of these shares. Then again, after 10 years, I will again call for the money. I will ask them to pay next 200 rupees. They will come and pay. So I am calling, whatever I am calling from the shareholders will be the called up money. Now, whatever I don't call, okay, whichever I am keeping it as reserve. I'm saying, okay, we will keep this in mind and we'll think about it later. Okay, so that will be uncalled up capital. Whatever I come forward and call up from the company will be called up capital, where that will be shown in the balance sheet evidently with all the calculation. And uncalled up money is nothing but, here I would have kept it under reserve. Now if you see here, 500, 200, 700 has been already collected. Another, here 10 rupees I collected, so 710 rupees is already collected. Now apart, out of 1000, 710 if I collect, remaining 290 is there. Remaining 290 is there. This 290 is uncalled up capital. I am keeping it as reserve. Okay. After another 10 years, I will start a new project. That time I require money. At that time I will call. Okay. So that 290 will be your uncalled up capital. Understood called up and uncalled up?
Yes,
Any doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
no doubts, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let us go to the next part, that is reserved capital. Now, reserve capital is a part of uncalled capital which is reserved, which sometimes what will happen is, at the time of closing the company, we will require some amount. Okay, we will require some more amount, not some more amount only. So that is why I slowly start saving amount from my profit every day, every year. Every year I will say, okay, now we have got 1 crore profit. Out of 1 crore profit, keep 2% separate, keep 2% aside. That will be the reserve capital. Suppose. Now, why am I doing this? When I'm closing down my company, at that time, I will require more amount. Maybe I have to pay the shareholders, I have to pay the creditors, I have to pay some liabilities from the company. So I always keep amount as reserve. So this reserve capital is like what mother saves at home. She keeps saving some money here, there, cupboard, some box, some unknown secret place and all, she keeps money. And whenever there is emergency situations, somewhere she will arrange and get the money. Right? Similarly, companies cannot keep it in a secret box because they cannot do it as per the law. So they will keep it in the reserve capital. This reserve capital is compulsory to be maintained in the balance sheet, and it has to be mentioned in the AOA also. Okay, AOA will say that, see, reserve capital of such percentage will be maintained every year from the profit. When it comes to banks, banks will also maintain reserve capital, but their reserve capital percentage is very high. Okay, as per banking rules and company law, for banks, 25% of the profit is kept aside as reserve capital. Now, why do they keep aside so much money? Suddenly, if there is any emergency, like what happened during demonetization, that was the worst case what the banks had faced suddenly out of nowhere. Okay, so in such situation, or suddenly somebody wants loan, the bank is given too much of loan and it's not able to recover, like what happened in Malia case and Nirav Modi case. In such situations, they can use the reserve capital with the permission of RBI. Same thing the company can do, so that is why they maintain reserve capital. So this reserve capital is kept aside slowly from the profit and the capital whatever they get, and they make sure that it is used only in the emergency situation. Okay, next, paid up capital and unpaid up capital. Now, paid up capital and unpaid up capital, we have almost covered that. So let us just understand how it will be done. Now, I told 2000 shares is been taken by all of them. That is 1000 rupees each, right? Now, out of 1000 rupees, 290 rupees was remaining to be paid. 710 rupees everyone paid, and 290 rupees was remaining to be paid. Correct? So what they are trying to say here is, in paid up capital, this 710 rupees whatever you have paid, that is the paid up part of the capital. That is the amount that I have which I can actually use for the company business. The other 290